Hi. I'm really happy to be here, and I'm really happy that you were so positive when I came with this initiative. And I'm extra happy. This is a pitch competition where we have invited projects that are norm critic. And when I talked to you and Christian the first time, you said that this is not to take a responsibility or to be good guys. This is a tool for success. And I like that a lot.
But it is. It's. I mean, when you talk about being challenging norm, I think a good example connected to success is Sagan och Ren in The Bridge. I think that's an example of when you're challenging norm, and therefore we are always looking for new stories, and that's a quite fluffy remark. But what I mean is that the theme of a story is kind of been here for many thousand years, around love and hate and revenge, and you know them all. But to find new perspective on that.
And then I say, I call myself president, not chair right now, of WIFT. I say representation. Yeah. Representation, I think, is a very important tool. And we had 220 applications for As It Is. And today we're going to watch four of them. Yeah. So.
And we all are going to watch them.
Yeah.
And for me and the jury, you will soon be introduced to the jury. We're going to see them for the first time and hear the pitches together with you.
Yeah.
Okay?
So enjoy the moment.
Okay, I don't know if I wasn't paying 100% attention, but did you mention the fact that the winners are getting 150,000 Swedish crowns, which is 16,000 euros in development money? So I think it's not only the honor, it's also the money prize. Okay, so in the jury, we have, these are all well-known people to our loyal audience here. They've all been on stage once or several times. Hanne Palmqvist, you might know her when she was CEO of Nordisk Film och TV-fond, or when she was working for the drama department at SVT. Now she's film commissioner at the Danish Film Institute. Hanne, can you maybe stand up and just let everyone see you? There she is. Yeah, you should clap. I think we should have as many applause as possible. Then we have Petri Kempinen, CEO of Nordisk Film och TV-fond, and he used to be at the Finnish Film Foundation as head of the production department there. So I think he's also very known in this industry, and Petri is sitting right here. Then we have Susanne Glansborg. She has the longest title during these 2 days. Film Commissioner, TV Drama and International Co-Productions at the Swedish Film Institute. And then last but not least, of course, Christian Vikander from SVT that you just met. Okay, yes, you get several applause. So we have 4 projects that are going to pitch. And I'm just introducing the people pitching the project. They will be on stage to pitch it. I'll thank them, and the next project will be on. So we're doing this like that. So no questions or anything like that. Okay, let's start with the first one. It's called Desire, Begär. And it's being pitched by Jennifer Frisk, the screenwriter, and Miriam Ivanov, animator. Please come up on stage.
Hello.
I am Jennifer Frisk.
I am Miriam Ivanov.
Miriam is an animator and a writer.
Jennifer is a journalist. Me and Jennifer are both active in the lesbian community, and we're both obsessed with television. We've been frustrated with the lack of dyke shows on TV, and we've been disappointed with how lesbian characters are usually portrayed. They're all either innocently exploring their sexuality, they are completely one-dimensional, or they're the only lesbian character in a cast of 7.
This topic came up so many times that we formed a wish list of things we'd like to see. First, lesbians who love sex.
Second, lesbians who aren't confused about their sexuality.
Third, lesbians who have other personality traits than being lesbians.
So, we got to thinking.
Hey, why not write this TV show ourselves?
So we did.
Our show is called Desire. It is based on the true story about the only women in Sweden who ever got sentenced for homosexuality. The year was 1943, and the newspaper even went as far as calling them a gang.
Desire begins on the night the police are called to a flat in Stockholm after a woman has broken into her friend's apartment. But when the police enter the flat and see 2 women kissing, no report on a break-in is filed. The 3 women, the ones who were kissing and the one who made the call, are instead brought to the police station faced with a charge of same-sex activity. In the hearings, the women reveal the names of 2 more women in this so-called gang.
In the 3-part miniseries, we watch all 5 women get sentenced. One of them dies, and only 1 year after the verdict, homosexuality is no longer illegal. These women did not fit into the idea that many of us have when we think about the 1940s. They weren't housewives who ironed clothes, took care of kids,
And had dinner ready when their husbands came home. The focal point of their lives was having fun. And at the same time, they juggled several jobs in factories, as cleaners.
and as waitresses. In other words, they led lives quite similar to many people today. The main difference is that by living life the way they wanted, they became criminals. Desire is not your regular crime show, and not just another historical TV drama. Desire is a show about intense friendship,
Partying all night.
and not worrying too much about the future, just like we do today, without being criminals.
We're inspired by Never Dry Tears Without Gloves, The Bletchley Circle, and we loved Miss Freeman's War. Like these shows, Desire depicts a forgotten part of history.
A part of history which has the power to upset, present new role models, and make the world of TV drama reflect real life more.
We need the prize money to continue creating the script for Desire. We want to find a good producer and a good production company that understands our vision and wants to keep developing it with us.
So now, we ask you to give us the possibility to do so.
I am Miriam Ivanov,
I am Jennifer Frisk.
and our show is called Desire. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you.
Jag kan ta micken. Thank you, Jennifer and Miriam. I'll give the mics to you. So I'm not even going to take the stage. I'm just going to introduce you. So the next project, please take the stage. It's called Maj and June, Maj och June. And here to pitch it is Karin Rydholm, screenwriter, and Erik Flodstrand, producer. Please take it away.
So, hello, thank you. I'm Erik Flodstrand from production company Filmkreatörerna, and this is Karin Rydholm, our scriptwriter, who developed this story, Maj and June, based on some of her own experiences moving back to Sweden from abroad. Maj and June is a drama comedy series And the format we have in mind is 10 episodes of 30 minutes each.
Yes. Our series is set in the provincial town of Mora, Dalarna. It's about reversed roles, a confused homecomer, and a very determined new Swede. June came to Mora about 20 years ago. Now she's a struggling single mother with an incredible survival instinct. She's actually the one who introduced the concept street smart to Mora. If you can make it in Mora, girl, you can make it anywhere. May, broke and widowed, takes her teenage son and moves back to her hometown after 20 years abroad. She needs a job. She needs a new house. She needs to start a new life. Bewildered, she realizes that Sweden is a much tougher place. Their friendship gets a rocky start. They don't like each other. But after a few interchanges, they realize they actually have a million things in common. Both have a 16-year-old son. Both are 42. May is a freelance journalist. June used to be a very popular radio host back in Lagos, Nigeria. Their friendship triggers them to start a podcast, Mora's first podcast ever. One evening, after a few glasses of wine, both women have to rush to the police station. Their sons have been caught in a fight down at the fast food joint. You can imagine the reaction of the entire police force at the sight of a fizzy blonde dressed in a traditional Mora costume and an African princess in a shiny Yoruban outfit. May and June's very private catwalk unexpectedly turned out public. But they didn't only pick up their sons that night. They got wind of a terrible crime. There's a dead body. Something's fishy going around in the neighborhood. The journalist and the radio host start digging. Soon they discover what is the iceberg, the tip of an iceberg of shady art deals and corrupt politicians. May and June is a comedy drama, but above all, it's a lesson in female intelligence. Strong friendship. It's a survival kit to the new Sweden. Well, I moved back to Sweden a few years ago after more than 25 years abroad, mostly in Latin America. And there were many funny situations, and all this inspired me to write this series. Me and Eric have thought this series to be in the tone of Baghdad Cafe, Absolutely Fabulous, and a little bit of Fargo. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tack. The next project is Aftermath efter blåljusen from screenwriter Dragan Mitic. And may I add that Dragan wrote you can go up on stage, wrote the screenplay to Min faster i Sarajevo, Goran Kapetanovic film, which this year was the first film to sell out all its screenings at the Göteborg Film Festival.
Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you took a field trip to Rosengård or Hjällbo, maybe Skärholmen? It wasn't very recent, was it? Because you know it would be rather unpleasant. It would be interesting for sure, but it would be unpleasant. Not because somebody would whack you on the head and steal your cell phone. The chance of that happening is probably more real outside this theater. Yeah. I'm talking about the change. A field trip like that would change you. And think of all the questions it would raise. Why are there mattresses stacked from floor to ceiling in every other staircase outside the apartments? How can their falafel be so ridiculously cheap? Why is everything broken? How can they distinguish the dangerous, radicalized Muslims from regular ones? Luckily, you don't have to take that confusing and disturbing field trip that would maybe make it difficult for you to sleep. Our leading character, Ellie Krantz, will do it for you. She hasn't been able to sleep anyway since she returned from Syria, where she was embedded with Kurdish female fighters waging war against the ISIS. Well, who is Ellie then? Ellie is 35 years old. She lives alone with her dog. She used to be an award-winning, celebrated photographer. But now, with experiences from Syria, she's mentally scarred and chases police cars and ambulances, taking pictures on accident scenes, which she sells to whoever pays the best. Yeah. I'm thinking about a mini-series, maybe 3 60-minute episodes. In that series, we would follow Ellie on a journey, a mental, emotional journey, and a geographical journey. What happens to her is that she's physically assaulted, she gets hospitalized, she becomes involved in a territorial dispute with 2 rivaling gangs, her dog is killed, and most complicating of all, Rosa returns from Syria. It's her friend. She was embedded at her platoon. Now Rosa is back in Sweden, and she started killing off gang kids who she believes may be potential future ISIS warriors. So Ellie has to make a choice. Either she helps her friend Rosa escape and hide from the police, or she turns her in. Yeah. If I was to decide, the lead character will be played by Malin Levanon, who is really excited about this story and has agreed to do it. Yeah, and I'm also having discussion with Mimi Spong at Garage Film, which I think would be a perfect match for this project. Thank you very much.
I think I could add, for the people that don't know who Malin Levanon is, the actress, she just won the National Film Award, Guldbagge, for her portrayal in, what's Tjuvhedar in English? Drifters, exactly. Okay, let's welcome the next people up on stage, and I think you should stand back a little so that the light, the letters are not in your face. It's called No Shit. Let's go up, the punk ladies. And it will be pitched by Eva Bergström, screenwriter, and Ulrika Malmgren, actor and screenwriter. Yeah, stand in the middle, or yeah, that's perfect.
Hello, everybody. This is exciting. We are Ulrika Malmgren. I'm an actor and a writer.
Eva Bergström, and I'm an author.
When we were young, we were the most rebellious young kids from the suburbs of Stockholm. Together we played in an all-girl punk band, Mögel. And together with our friends, our male best friends, Ebba Grön, we were trying to save the world with our music. And a few years ago, we reunited our band, and that gave us the idea to write this TV drama comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, may I give you No Shit, the Punk Ladies.
4 middle-aged women from different social classes, cultural backgrounds, and with different lifestyles. As teenager, they were the legendary punk band No Shit. But over the past 30 years, they've lost touch with each other, and no one in their present lives has any idea about the punk band. Now, out of the blue, they get an unexpected and shocking offer from rock star Patti Smith.
Hi, it's Patty. I'm a great admirer of your old work. Please, I beg you, reunite and come along with me on my upcoming world tour and be the supporting act. And about money, don't worry. You will have a lot.
Not only is the band stunned by her offer, each woman is also in the midst of life crisis. Can they put the band back together? 3 want to play, but 1 refuses.
Anneli, the guitarist, now an assistant nurse. She is a single mom. She lives together with her 3 daughters, and she is in a new relation with Gunnar. He's a biker, unemployed, and has a bad back.
Pirjo, the bass player, the social worker. She is lonely, depressed, and passive-aggressive. Her husband has just left her for a 24-year-old healer.
Susie, freelance actress, broke. Alone, living together with her 5 cats. Blondie, Nico, Bowie, Rotten, and Iggy!
And finally, Leila, the drummer, today a proper bank director. She is constantly challenged by her militant teenage daughter, a feminist, vegan, and a green activist.
Yeah, this is No Shit. It's a story about current middle-aged women and their daughters. We want to highlight grown-up life, feelings, relations, and give space for a strong dialogue about women, motherhood, and life. Together with our punk sister, the fabulous Ella Lemhagen, we want to make this TV series come true. And remember, it's never too late to be a rebel.
First, a little reminder of what we experienced yesterday. We got 219 proposals, and 4 were picked and presented, pitched here yesterday. And I would like to say to you all 4 that you are unique. You have unique voices, and you were chosen because you stood out from the rest. So I really would like to remind you and enforce you to keep on with your development. And you are always welcome back to SVT Drama with your idea, this idea or new ideas. That is said, and please remember that. It's very important. It's hard to choose, but we have to choose one, and we have done that. And we also have flowers to do all 4 proposals.
And we also have memberships in WIFT Sweden, so you are now welcome as members in WIFT.
And you will have, so please come forward in the break, and so you can pick up your flowers and memberships. And then Helen and I would like to thank you, the jury, except myself.
I can say thank you to
Thank
you,
you,
Christian.
thank you, thank
Thank you, Christian.
And that is Peter Kampinen for Nordiska Film- och TV-fonden, Hanne Palmqvist for Danish Film Institute, and Susanne Glansborg for the Swedish Film Institute. Thank you very much. We had a long evening yesterday. We had some good food and a lot of discussions around.
I hope you had some good wine too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we did.
Just to make sure. Yeah.
Yes, we did. We did.
We are happy for that.
I'm happy for that.
Yeah, so are we, aren't we? Yeah.
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 The prize is, except the 150,000, which are to be invested in the further development of the proposal we have chosen. There is this wooden square, wooden cube, which is designed by Olle Lagqvist from the advertising bureau agency Saatchi & Saatchi. And it says as it is. 2016, meaning that we probably will be back next year. Okay. Motivation. In English. We talked a lot about what is a norm and what is about breaking a norm. I think we in this room can quite easily agree upon several norms that we think are, and I would say that we know are very crucial and that we share. But if you go further into it, you also find out that a norm can also be extremely connected to a certain situation. And we, at this time, in all Europe, are very much in a situation where just especially norms are under discussion, under focus, and under debate. And so that was something that came out of the all four proposals, but also especially from the one that we have chosen. And we talked about one example. We talked about the criminal gang. And to be a member of a criminal gang, I think most of all of us here, not maybe everyone, but most of all of us would agree upon that being a member of a criminal gang is not being part of the norm. But if you follow one of the members inside the gang, breaking the norm would be about leaving the gang. So therefore, when you place the perspective of a norm, you also have to bear in mind what kind of situation and who has the power. And here comes a little bit difficult English sentence I will try to read, but it will definitely be reading. Because when I used Google Translate, it turned out...
You should not use that.
No, I know.
No. Better improvise.
But I did.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway,
yeah.
So I take it slowly, and maybe you will understand.
Okay.
The story is about social heritage in power over the individual, and whether it's possible to free oneself from it. The arena is populated with a good mix of several strong, complex, and engaging female characters, as well as young people in search for identity and meaning of life. The format that we have chosen succeeds in forming its theme in three levels, both or in the individual level, as well as in the group level, and also in society. And it's
That was 2 levels.
No, society, individual
Oh yeah,
and group.
oh yeah, sorry. Okay, sorry.
It's okay. And it's a young and strong story that concerns us all. The chosen proposal is Aftermath by Dragan Mitic. Grattis. Want to say something?
Well, thank you, I guess.
You're welcome.